I'm listening to music you guys can't hear. That's why I'm like bobbing my head. Also, let me know how the sound is. And let me open a drink. Just in case there's anyone in the chat. Hi there, Aqua. Thanks for popping in. Excuse me for a second while I figure out everything here. Get everything set up so I can work. Oh, that's nice of you to say. Yeah, I figured it's been a while since I've just drawn a little something for fun without it being for like a video or something. So I realized I had this like old sketch of Velma on my computer, and I was like, why the hell haven't I done this one? I love drawing Velma. So now that's what we're doing. Gonna be drawing our bespectacled queen here. Whoops, hold on. Pressing things I should not. There we go. And also, she's facing the spooky space kook. Which, when it comes to Scooby-Doo, man, I'm not like the biggest Scooby-Doo fan ever or anything like that, but I do enjoy the franchise just by sheer charm. A lot of the monsters in the show are like a little too basic for my tastes. Because they're like very silly and simple. But the Spooky Space Kook is like one of the best goddamn designs in the entire franchise. I mean, look at this motherfucker. He's great. There's no way to not love this guy. Whoever came up with Spooky Space Kook was really cooking. Which is a terrible joke, but all the same. There's a couple of Scooby-Doo monsters in like the original run that are freaking excellent, I will say. Hold on, let me check if my DPI is as it should be. It is. Cool. This one is for shading reference. Don't come at me. I know you, internet. You're just waiting for an excuse to call someone a freaking pervert. I mean, you're right, but not for that reason. The new Scooby-Doo movies. Are they the ones where they had guest stars? Never actually watched those. Oh, you should watch the originals, like the 60s stuff. I mean, it's dated for sure. There's a reason people parody it nowadays, but it is absolutely very, very fun. And there are times where it's surprisingly a little bit creepy. Not that it's like trying to be scary or anything, but every now and then, it's actually very, very moody and fun. I mean, it has all the trappings you expect from Hanna-Barbera, you know, the limited animation, the corny scripts, all that shit, but I mean, nothing survives for as long as Scooby-Doo has without reason, you know? I think I've said it in a video before, it's a franchise that lives entirely off of sheer base charm. I think that has its place. I mean, feel how you will about the annual direct-to-DVD movies. I've seen a couple. They're usually fine. But you can't deny that there's something to this franchise that keeps people coming back. These characters are just fun. In all their simplicity. And, being the basic bitch I am, of course Velma's my favorite. Oh, they reran that. Even here in Denmark, they reran old Hanna-Barbera cartoons all the frickin' time on Cartoon Network in the 90s. So that's why. I definitely remember catching a lot of, like, Top Cat, Wally Gator, Flintstones, Captain Caveman, all that stuff. Back in the day. Even occasionally some of the weirder, more obscure stuff. I think I remember catching an episode or two of Jabberjaw back in the day. Who nowadays is either more known for freaking Jellystone or for that one song. Which is a fantastic song, don't get me wrong. I love it. I mean, to be fair, Jabberjaw isn't exactly the most interesting of all Hanna-Barbera characters. But the point stands, like, back before they had, like, oodles and oodles of original programming, that's kind of how they got by. Airing a lot of that stuff. So, definitely introduced a lot of 90s kids to these amazing characters. Well, I say amazing, you know what I mean. These iconic characters is probably what I should say. I give Hanna-Barbera a lot of crap for shits and giggles in my videos. Because it's funny, like, you know. But you can't deny, they kept TV animation alive for a while. And their characters, even if they sometimes disappear for a while, they still stand the test of time, man. People remember them. People love them. They're very sincere in their goofiness, you know? Okay, I actually need to chop up her face a little bit. That got a little too pointy, and let's give her a slightly rounder chin. Not much, but it helped. It was fun too, because, like, my dad was never shy of watching cartoons with me and my sister as kids. Mostly the Disney movies. Or the original shorts and stuff. But when it comes to TV cartoons, he never kept up, obviously. There's no reason for him to. But when stuff like Scooby-Doo and such was on, you know, that stuff he remembered from when he was a kid too. Or a big kid, at least. So it was just like... It was just fun to be like, oh, cool, my dad knows these. You know? Although I have had to correct him on Huckleberry Hound once or twice, because now I know more than he does. I'm mostly joking. I don't care enough to correct him like that, but there was definitely a time where he was mixing up two characters, and, you know, I happen to know these things. Happens to be a subject of interest of mine. I'm pretty sure Dastardly and Motley and Wacky Races are also classic Hanna-Barbera stuff. Mudley was like very popular here for a while, actually. If I remember. I feel like everybody remembers his laugh. Everybody my age, at least, and get a kick out of it. It is very funny. Certainly quite a character trait. Oh, SWAT Cats ruled. I get asked a lot if I'll ever do a video on SWAT Cats, and I'm like, I mean, I could, but what the fuck am I gonna say? Is this gonna be 20 minutes of me being like, yeah, this rules? I mean, I've definitely covered stuff I like before, you know? Like Biker Mice. It's more that I don't really have an idea for how to tackle, That looks terrible. What did I do there? It's more that I don't really have an idea of how to tackle SWAT Cats. Maybe someday I will. SWAT Cats was metal as hell, man. Even as a kid, you were sitting there like, something about this is different. Yo, something about this hit different, though. Whoops. No, I get you. It's fine. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, that's for sure, but I don't know. Just haven't really seen I just haven't really had a desire to do a video on that one. Just gonna move this arm up a little bit. Somewhere thereabouts, yeah. Sure. I get it. Yeah, I like to make her sweater like real baggy. It never gets quite as baggy as the source material, but I don't know, it's more fun when it's big and baggy. Whoops. Like that. Yeah. I did not. I tried playing the first one a couple years ago on stream, and I have to admit I wasn't really into it. Not because it was bad by any means, but I don't know. The way it worked for me just... It didn't really add up. Like... I don't know what to say, man. I just wasn't that into it. I think it was mostly that, like... It gives you absolutely no help in figuring out where shit is. Like... I spend way more time running around like a headless chicken trying to figure out where to go than actually playing the damn game. So, that annoyed the crap out of me. I do have it. I have Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver right here on my shelf, and I'm not giving it up or anything. I just remember finding it very obtuse with how it laid out information. Sorry, I can apparently not think and talk at the same time. Yeah. I already don't have the greatest spatial awareness in games. Like, it takes me a while to map things out in my head. So in games like Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, where everything kind of looks the same, which I get there's a point to that, but kind of fucks me up. I haven't. Isn't it only supposed to come out in like 2 days? Also, I was actually replaying Silent Hill 2 a while back in anticipation of the remake, and then I kind of got distracted. So I kind of want to finish that too. The Silent Hill 2 remake. Huh, I could have sworn it was on the 8th, but yeah, I'm gonna look up some reviews, then I'm gonna buy it, probably, if it's not a complete trash fire. And then I'll probably get back to streaming with that, because I haven't game streamed in a while. Which, for anyone who actually cares about that, I'm sorry. I don't know where my energy for that went in the last few months, but I'll get back to it. I could have sworn I read recently that it would come out on the 8th. What happened? I could just be wrong, obviously. I thought everything I saw was like early reviews from major retailers or major magazines or something. Alright, I'll look into it. Not like I don't have enough horror games to pay and play for this month. Ash Place, if anyone watches that. Which I know nobody does, but screw you, I think it's fun to do, so I'll keep doing it. But yeah, I've already spent quite a bit of money on indie horror games, so I'm gonna wait a day or two and see what reviews are like on Silent Hill 2, and maybe I'll spend an afternoon in the near future playing through the original again. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I bought a game on Steam recently that I'm not gonna say what it is because I'm planning a video with it. Where I had to sit around for a while and screw around with DS4 to get the controls to work. That was not fun. Because it was just not optimated for controllers. And I really needed to play that with a controller. No, I gotta thin out this arm a bit. This is not right. Hold on. That's a little better. But I have to move the hand still. Hi, Mats. Aw, that's nice. Thank you. I mean, do I wish that more people watched it? Yes, absolutely. I am very happy that the few people that do are enjoying it, though. Plus, I see it as a way to just remind myself to play horror games because I love them. And, you know, I use them as a way to try and give my 2 cents to chime in. And be like, sure, I'm not a dev, so take everything I say when I give my final 2 cents with a grain of salt, but I try to give some constructive criticism from a player perspective if I can. Oh, hands are a bitch, aren't they? I think we all know that problem. Trust me. Sadly, I don't have any classes lately. But whenever I teach kids art, God, the hands are always the thing that come up. And it's always the thing where they're like, I don't know how to do this, therefore I must be bad, and therefore I can't get better. I'm just like, no, stop. Even the professionals hate drawing hands. Like, they're difficult, man. I mean, shit, I sometimes get compliments for how I draw hands, and I think I suck at it. Like, I think my hands are fucking awful in just about every single thing I do. Hey, well, that's good, Matt. That's why I do, like, most of what I do. To show people, hey, there's a lot of cool shit out there, you just gotta dig a little. Yeah, I can't even get myself convinced that I'm good at it. I'm quite sure my hands are terrible all the time. But like I said, hands are hard. And I always have to, whoops. And I always have to pep talk the kids a bit with hands in particular. Like, no. You're doing fine. This shit is difficult. Well, there is an Usagi Yojimbo video I've been wanting to make for like a year and kept having to put off for various reasons. But hopefully soon. I mean, my output has been pathetically low this year in general. And I have a Halloween video that I want to make first. But then, yeah, you can probably expect something Usagi related. At least, hopefully before the year ends. Oh, now that would be telling, wouldn't it? I don't usually reveal what my videos are gonna be about. Oh, okay, yeah. Just talking about some of my content in general and how pathetically slow I've been this year. Sorry, my energy levels have just been all over the place for a variety of reasons. Unfortunately, it's not like I'm one of those channels where this is basically my job, so I can't really just, like, treat it like one, much as I would like to sometimes. Well, I mean, I already have 2 Draws aesthetics videos planned for Halloween. Might only make one. We'll see what happens. But one of them is actually Usagi themed, so... In fact, if you stick around, I might show you something about that. But for now, we're focusing on our girl here. Okay, the fucking glasses, right. Let's make this spyglass before we do anything else. Right on. Oof. Buddy. Buddy. You're really leaning against the ass kicking. You know that, right? Did I ever watch 13 Ghosts? I didn't, actually. That is a Scooby-Doo property I never actually watched. Shit, I fucked this up. Okay. I know of it, but I never saw it. What I have watched, though, and that I'm very happy I watched, is Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. Because let's face it, those monster girls that are in that movie, they're wonderful character designs. They're adorable. It's no wonder people love them to this day, and I had to see where they came from. And I mean, it's the same stupid bullshit that every Scooby-Doo property is. With the same cheap moments, the same corniness, but my god if it ain't charming. Ghoul School is very cute. I like Ghoul School. And again, big props to whoever designed the girls, because they're amazing. Again, like we were talking about earlier, we can give Hanna-Barbera a lot of crap for a lot of things, but they knew character design. They really did. And we were talking about that earlier, me and Aqua on the other chat. It's also just a franchise that survives on charm, like pure, unadulterated charm. Because these characters are just fun. It's really that simple. They're fun, they're strong archetypes, you immediately know what their deal is, and yeah. Oh, Zombie Island rules, by the way. I have seen that one. Like I said, I've seen a handful of the animated Scooby-Doo movies. Some of them are real good. I like Camp Scare. Camp Scare was a lot of fun. Oh my god. Okay, you can't hear this, because you can't hear my music on StreamYard. Spotify just put on a song that I haven't heard in ages. Fuck yeah. Hey, Red Dragon, thank you. It's Wicked Gay by H.I.M. I haven't heard this song in years. Wanna fall in love with you. I mean, feel free. I might have to resketch this hand. Something is off about the thumb. But let's wait with that for a bit. I mentioned this before, but this is another thing I do when I teach. When you're having trouble with one particular part of the drawing, and you're just like, this just won't look the way I want it to. It's driving me insane. One thing I tend to tell the kids is like, then don't. Like, do something else for a bit. If that hand is giving you trouble, draw the face. If you're trying to draw a gun and it just won't look right, draw the body. Do something to distract yourself for a minute. Let your brain reboot. Sometimes that really is all you need. Just like look at something else, reset your mind, and get back to it. Nah, I get it. List making can be fun. Don't worry about it. But yeah, a little bit of a fuck it adjustment is necessary every now and then. So I try to make the kids understand that, like, no, you're fine. Just focus somewhere else for a second. God, I haven't heard this song in ages. Would make foolish people of you. How but well, I don't remember the lyrics. And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I wanna fall in love. Sorry, I'll spare you too much singing. But it was just like, wow, I haven't heard this in so long. So I got really excited. Whoops. Loves no one. Oh, that's good. How long have I been drawing? So, I was actually one of those that have been drawing since I was a kid, but I never had much in the way of actual training because I lived in a small rural area and I was like the only one with these interests. And remember, this was before you could just go on YouTube and get a ton of tutorials and everything. So I actually like lost most of my confidence for a long while between the ages of like 18 to 25, I want to say, while I was studying film. But then at one point I had a job where a lot of my time was spent just kind of waiting around in a storage. So whenever I wasn't handing out goods to people, I just had nothing to do. So I started drawing again. And the first thing I started to draw was a scene from Usagi Yojimbo, actually, because I'd recently gotten one of the Saga books for Christmas. So I drew fan art of a scene from it, and it was the first time in years I was proud of something I made. And since then, I haven't stopped. So I guess 10 years now, which, honestly, with my skill level, oof. But what can you do? Can't lie, it gets kind of frustrating sometimes to go on Twitter and see millions of artists half my age and 40 times as talented as I'll ever be. But oh well, I do my best. How much American animation shows? So, live action shows, when I was a kid, were mostly still in English, unless they were still for little kids. I mean, we get plenty of American media, don't get me wrong, just not all of it. But anything that wasn't for, like, little children, usually didn't get dubbed. And movies almost never. Again, unless they were intended for a very young audience. Because in Denmark, we're taught English very, very early. When I was a kid, it was in 4th grade. Nowadays, it's as early as 1st grade, I think. And, you know, having my interests and the internet being new, learn by doing, man. those were my options. Just go online and read about the stuff you wanted, because there certainly weren't no Danish websites about it. So we very much grow up with video games are rarely translated to, again, unless they're like for little kids. I think the last time I saw a video game that had dubbing was one of the Lego Marvel games and or Ratchet and Clank for PS4. So, I mean, there's more, certainly, but that's the last time I remember running into it like, oh god, we actually do that sometimes. Yeah, animated movies will usually get dubbed. Animated family movies specifically. But like, for example, even back then, Nightmare Before Christmas wasn't dubbed. Because I guess people just realized, oh, this is actually a little too scary for little kids anyway, so why dub it? There's no point. Because I remember actually, the first time I was exposed to Night Before Christmas, I was definitely like just a tad too young. I was at some family gathering, didn't really have anything to do, so I got to go up to the room of some bigger kid who wasn't there because they were off doing something else, and I just kind of like rummaged through VHS tapes and popped in Nightmare Before Christmas because I was a little kid and I like monsters. And I distinctly remember, this is so dumb. I distinctly remember watching it, and This Is Halloween starts playing, and I'm like, okay, this is a little spookier than I thought, but I'm enjoying it so far. And then shortly after that, you get to meet Dr. Finkelstein for the first time, or Finkelstein, or however they say it. And he like pops open his skull and tickles his brain as he's thinking about something. And that was the point where I was like, you know what? Nope, I'm gonna find another tape. This isn't working for me. And then, flash forward like 7 years later, and I'm a horror fan. What do you know? I think it was like 8 or something when this happened. But I very distinctly remember it. I remember that shot and just be like, nope! I had another I had another experience with Nightmare Before Christmas about a year or two back. I was doing one of my art classes, and I had only this one kid, unfortunately, at that time. And it was getting close to Christmas, and he started drawing Jack Skellington, and I was like, "Oh, cool! You know that movie?" So I put on the music from it because I always listen to music when I draw, and just so lessons don't become awkward, because the kids might be a little shy at first. I always have music on in my classes, so I put on the music from the movie, and he was like, "Yeah, that's my mom's favorite movie." And then I was like, "Oh, cool." And then it dawned on me that his mom was my age. I was like, "Fuck." Turns out I'm old. Damn it. Monster Squad. See, that's one that's almost no one in my country knows. It's also fucking impossible to get a hold of for some reason. But but I watched it as an adult a while back, and it is awesome. Is the stream frozen? I'm not really seeing any. It looked like my camera was frozen. Hold on a second. Let me try and figure this out. Something is weird here. What the hell? Nah, man. You know, the kid didn't do anything wrong, obviously. I just had this moment of like, all right, I should be back. Can you hear me? Something is fucking up with all my equipment here. All right, hopefully you can hear me. There we go. What was I saying? No, it's just that I don't have kids. I have no plans to have kids. So in my head, parents are still like 10 years older than I am most of the time, you know? Like, parents are people older than me. That's just how my brain processes that concept. But I'm 35, man. A lot of people my age have kids that are like 10 to 12. So, what can you do? It doesn't matter. I don't really care that much. It's just funny. But yeah, I definitely had that moment of like, wait, shit! I'm parent age. God damn it. I do, however, fairly often get comments that people think I'm younger than I am, so like, yes! So if anyone asks you guys, I'm 27, alright? I'm joking, obviously, but... Maybe. I get what little dad instinct I need from interacting with my niece. That's enough. Don't get me wrong, I love her dearly, but that's more than enough for me. Don't all of us when we pick up a pencil, Marcin? Am I saying that right? Thanks for popping in, by the way. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Just checking if the anatomy made sense here. Whoops. I will say, though, on the subject, of parental instincts. I sometimes get them during games. I have had situations where stuff happens to a child character, and there's just something in me that's immediately like, if you get within 15 feet of this particular character, I will actually rip your head off. That happened when I played the first chapter of Deltarune, for sure. Once it dawned on me that I don't think Susie has the best home life. There's a couple things in chapter 1 that seems to indicate that, and when that clicked for me, I was just like, oh, hell no. Yep, there we go. Thick thighs save lives. Alrighty. Legend of the Empire. Happy Halloween, Scooby-Doo was a lot of fun. I like Abracadabra Doo, mostly because Madeline is in it, and Madeline is adorable. So, Tomoe, yes, there are definitely moments where Tomoe, whoops. Honestly, most of the kid characters in Usagi had me like that. Maybe not Keiko, for possibly obvious reasons. That's more if I get the fuck away from me feel. Madeline, in one movie they visit like a magician school and they meet Velma's little sister, Madeline Dingley. And she's freaking adorable. So I like her a lot. You've probably seen the meme videos where Shaggy is like pulling bitches left and right, basically. She's in those. And what can I say? She is powerfully cute. Alright, let's do the glasses and then we can worry about the hand. I like angling her glasses a little bit, so they're not just squares. I guess that's my little design touch for her. It's a fun movie. Nothing different from literally any other Scooby-Doo movie, but you know, sometimes you watch them for that one character. Yeah, I like this. That's cute. She is taking shape. question is, should I... Stick it over the hair? Yeah, I probably should. Hold on. Does this make sense? Hold on. Let's go back a couple steps here. Yeah, I'm just not going to draw the rims. I like to think we got ourselves a very cute Velma here so far. Okay, might want to space them out a little more. Maybe even push them up a little bit. All right, here we go. All right, we gotta figure out that hand now, because I'm not happy with it, like at all. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe the hand is fine. That definitely does happen sometimes. Whoops. See, this is what I mean by feeling like I'm terrible at hands. Keeping fingers somewhat consistent in like how thick and how pointy they are. It's difficult as hell. In fact, I think this pinky might be a little too long. Hello there, Asher. Are you laughing or saying hi? Or are you taking martial arts instructions from an old master? Hi! I can make that joke because I practiced karate, and that was actually how we, that was how we did it. That was how we said we understood the assignment. And then, you know, my instructor would go out and the beat would start and he'd go, kick, punch, it's all in the mind. And then I'd repeat everything he said and we'd have a great time. I didn't learn an awful lot of karate, but at least I got a sense of rhythm out of it. Hello. And welcome to the stream. Nope, that's terrible. That looks like crap. Motherfucker. All right. Hold on. I gotta figure this out a bit. So we're gonna be sketching a little bit over all of this. Yeah, that works. All right, Aqua, thanks for popping in. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Fuck, come on. Is her hand like too big? I can't tell right now. No, I think it works. Crap. There we go. I guess we are doing this after all. Okay. We should probably give it some eyebrows too, huh? Even if they aren't super noticeable. There we go. I almost feel bad for putting the big scary space kook behind her like this. Almost, mind you. This is the life of an amateur spooky sleuth. You're gonna have monsters in the bushes. It's just nothing you can do about that. I stand by what I said before, by the way, that this is like one of the best monster designs the series ever did. And I mean like across all versions of Scooby-Doo. There's a reason he tends to come up whenever they like reference a bunch of old villains. Just gonna remove Velma here for a bit. So how are people liking this so far? Because I definitely do kind of want to art stream a little more often than I do. It's just that mostly lately I've done it for video purposes, but maybe I should go back to occasionally just doing random drawings like this. Because I used to do that. On Twitch, at least. It's just that nobody fucking showed up when I did it, and it's kind of, you know, made me feel a little bad. But now, thanks to StreamYard, more people tend to show up. And that does help a little. Not that viewership should be the only reason you do stuff like this, but it is a motivator. Can't deny. Keep doing it. Alright. So I guess I'll try to have a few more random art streams in the future then. Whoops. Okay. I mean, now that I have a designated art YouTube channel, and I can stream directly to that and to my main channel at the same time, that does make it feel a little more legit, you know? Okay, now we got the bushes he's gonna be popping out of. So now let's draw the kook himself. I mean, again, look at this guy. How amazing is this design? God, I envy whoever came up with this. It's so good. Okay, we're actually gonna go up at brush size because he's huge and he should feel huge. Come on. Shit. Come on. There we go. The hard part is going to be those divots in his armor here at the collar, but we shall figure it out. Fuck. Come on. I'm kind of proud with the... I mean, we'll see once I get to coloring, but... It's a wonder that I haven't worked on this sketch earlier, because I'm actually really proud of the overall mood of it. Like, the way he pops up behind her. Her sheer obliviousness. Like, I feel like there's a very fun energy to this one. I'm just like, why the hell have I not sat down with this earlier? But, you know. One thing good came from it. Now I have some Halloween material. Okay, here we go. Hi there, Atopibas. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but whatever. Welcome either way. Atopibas? I don't fucking know. Put up with my grandpa-esque mispronunciation for a bit, will ya? Are you that Atopibas fellow that my grandson keeps talking about? I'm streaming on both. When I do art streams, I'm streaming on both. Game streams, once those pick back up, are gonna be on Twitch exclusively. And they will pick back up. I don't know why I haven't had the energy for them in a while. Well, it's because, like, I have the art channel now. There's no reason not to stream on YouTube. Yes, my beloved grandchild. They absolutely adore you. I don't. Not at the moment. It's very much been a whenever I feel like it thing for a while now. I think there actually is a schedule listed on the Twitch page because I'm an idiot that doesn't update it. In general, I'm a goddamn Twitch grandpa. I don't know how to optimize that shit at all. Which probably explains why absolutely nobody watches when I stream. Also, my choice of game, my general hours, and everything about me. But maybe I should. I could probably stand to reintroduce a lot of scheduling in my life soon. It's fair. Come on. I mean, you say that, but when I had a schedule, that didn't happen. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I get what you mean. There is the inherent problem of, like, you know, my time zone being a lot different from a lot of my viewers, but I mean, I've seen some people like, you should optimize it. Make sure to stream during optimal hours. And one, if I do that, I'll be competing with all the big streamers, which I don't want. And two, I'm not gonna get up at 4 a.m. to stream. Just not gonna happen, man. Feel free. I mean, if I had a moderator on right now, they could put the comments on screen for you, but nah. It's fine. John is off doing his own thing at the moment. And I wouldn't make him moderate my art streams anyways. As funny as that would be. Oh, hello. Thank you very much, Asher. Thanks for joining in. Shit. Yeah, you didn't see Asher on screen there because, like, I'm using StreamYard to stream right now, not actually Twitch. So you can't see my emotes. Not emotes. My widgets, they're called. But yeah, thanks for popping in, Asher. Hope you enjoy what you're seeing so far. Hold up, that looks like ass. What did I do? Oh, okay. Oh yes, it absolutely is. I'm a bit of an old man. I do most of my sketching on pencil and paper. I can sketch digitally. I've done that on stream before. But, I don't know, something in my brain is like the feeling of pencil and paper equals sketch. And the feeling of a pen going over smooth glass is line art. It makes no sense. And it's probably stupid, but there you go. Plus, I bring my sketchbook basically everywhere now, so if I have to sit in a waiting room or whatever, I have my sketchbook with me, or I'm on the bus or train for a while. Just makes things easier for me, you know? A sketchbook or a comic to read or something, it's basically my fidget toy. If I don't have that, I'm just sitting there rocking back and forth in my seat, like a toddler. Oh, cool! Always happy to hear when people return to it after a while. I was telling someone earlier, that's what happened to me. So glad you're back on the horse. Assuming you're glad to be back on the horse. Shit, come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, you know what? Good enough. We're not going to be able to see this anyway. Because Velma's going to be in the way. So, you might wonder why I bothered drawing parts that we're not going to be able to see in the finished product anyway. And really, I could ink a little more strategically and probably save some time. But the reason I do this, and the reason I put characters in individual folders, is because that way I can move them around. Like, if I make sure to draw a full Space Kook and a full Velma, then if I find out that the composition of the picture is not quite what I want, then I can move them around without ruining the picture or having to redraw things. So yeah, it's a bit of extra work, for certain. But it makes a lot of things easier later when I'm like finagling with a couple of adjustments. I don't know how common this is for other artists to do. Some would probably consider it cheating, but screw him. Hey, I mean, people get all in a tizzy about tracing, and it is wrong. Don't trace and call it your own work. But tracing can absolutely be a very valid way to practice moving your hand. Like, there is a physicality to drawing that people forget. Plus, it can teach you to, like, study lines. Like, what is this line for? Why is it here? So, it absolutely is not a way to learn to draw in the end. You need to, you definitely need to do your own work there. But it is 100% a valid way to get the sheer physicality of it into your system. So, you know, never post a trace to work and claim it's yours. But if you make it absolutely clear that it's a piece of practice, then it's a different matter. At least I think so. Let's see here. Boop. Okay, Space Kook is starting to take shape. We like what we see. Well, there are people out there who do amazing things drawing with a mouse. Don't knock it. Necessity is the mother of invention and all that. Like, there are people doing crazy stuff. God, I cannot gush enough over how great this design is. Imagine being this creative. Sorry, just sitting here yawning. I've had a very hard day. I spent all of it playing spooky games that only a very few people are gonna watch on YouTube. But I do it anyway. Well, I mean, look up some guides on actual sketching and starting from scratch, because tracing will stop taking you very far very, very, very quickly. Like I said, tracing is good for understanding movement and training your hand, but it will teach you absolutely no fundamentals. Hello, Pink. I'm just drawing some cute spookies this fine evening. Because yes, I do consider Velma powerfully cute. Like everyone with taste does. Fair enough, as long as you're clear with those intentions. Then I, for one, don't see a problem. You're welcome. I guess that's the teacher in me popping out. Same. Thanks for popping in. I must look so silly sitting here headbanging along to music you can't hear. But hey, I do my best drawing when I have music on. Or a podcast. But podcast is rare. I mean, honestly, I just went on Spotify and I searched for, oh, hello. Thank you very much to you. Trocanoro, I believe that says. I actually just went on Spotify and typed in Halloween rock. So it's just random rock songs with a vague Halloween theme, I think. A lot of this stuff, I have no idea what is. Which might be a good thing, because if I put on my own start list, I'm gonna start singing along, and you guys do not want to hear that, I assure you. Some folks in here were already unfortunate enough to hear me sing along to a Wicked Game a little bit ago. I'd rather not face war criminal charges for psychological abuse. Trocanero, sorry about that. It was a little hard to read. Well, I'm always silly, yeah, but that's no reason to poison the airwaves. Of what song? Wicked Game? If you're talking about the hymn version, that's the one I was listening to. Because I'm pretty sure their version is a cover. Is it? I'm actually not sure. I don't know who made that originally. I just know the hymn version is great. Or HIM, or how you're supposed to say it. But yeah, that is a fantastic cover then. That is the one I was doing. And like I said, torturing the poor unfortunate souls in the chat with. Okay, so you have another cover in mind. I'll have to listen to it later, but I'm sure it'll be good. There are some fantastic covers out there, man. Like one of my favorite rock songs ever is Black Betty by Ram Jam. But there are some great covers of it. The Spider Side one, for example. I love that one. I mean, the original Ram Jam version will always have my heart, but Spider Side, they did a pretty damn good job. I think they're called Spider Side, if I'm not completely mistaken. There we go. Okay. He's looking way scarier than I thought he was gonna. Like, if this guy popped up in the bushes behind me, I'd shit myself. Look at him. Chris Isaac. I'm not familiar with Chris Isaac, aside from having heard the name before. And then some more hedges in the back here. There's a YouTube channel called Joe Goes Over, and he mainly does videos ranking Scooby-Doo villains. And the Space Cook is number 1 on his list. No freaking wonder. Like, I've been praising this guy the whole time. And I'm no Scooby-Doo expert. I haven't watched every single bit of Scooby-Doo media out there. And I never will. But I do love Space Cook. Somebody went hard on this one. They absolutely did. Oh shit, Killing in the Name of just popped up on my list. He ranks villains in 3 categories: design, outfit, and operate. Oh, okay. Interesting. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's get Velma in here, see how it looks. This is looking nice. Of course they do. That's amazing. Now you do what they told ya. 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 Okay, hold on. Now you do what they told you. 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 Oh yeah, absolutely. What? It's an amazing song. God, he is kind of scary right now, isn't he? Nah, I could take him in a fight. No. I also really enjoy the fact that I drew him as a genuine fucking giant. Like, look at him. Yeah, I guess that's it. Or this is just yet another reboot where he's huge. I don't know. Either way, it's fun. I guess I wanted him to actually feel like a monster when I sketched this, you know? Because I do think that one of the things that, I mean, I love the show, but one of the things that I always felt that that Mystery Incorporated got really, really right was the fact that, yeah, these are goofy fucking bastards in suits doing what they do for ridiculous reasons, but they still create like insane technology and have the potential to be incredibly dangerous. Like, I remember when I watched that show the first time and one of them straight up, like, sets a trailer on fire that Scooby and Shaggy are hiding in, and I'm like, oh shit. he's actually trying to kill them. And if I remember correctly, one villain was like a crab guy that built a suit that was powerful enough to fucking throw cars and shit. It's like, oh god, this is actually dangerous. How big is Halloween in Denmark? Definitely bigger in recent years than it was when I was a kid. Because we have a very similar holiday already, but that holiday is kind of dying. Probably doesn't help that it happens in February, where it's kind of cold to go trick-or-treating. Or that traditionally, rather than candy, you actually ask for change during that. Like money. And, you know, fewer and fewer people carry actual cash anymore. Especially not like little shit coins that you can't really do anything with. So. But Halloween is... You can definitely buy Halloween candy and costumes and stuff. Halloween is mostly, I think, still a party thing. There are definitely kids that go out, but like, depending on where you live, like in small areas like mine, there's basically an unwritten rule like, put a pumpkin outside if you want trick-or-treaters to come by. If you don't, they won't. So nobody's counting on like, coming home with big bags full or anything. But like plenty of bars or nightclubs or even just for fun will have like costume parties. And some Halloween themes and drinks and stuff. I don't care how old I get. Just once I want to go to the US during October and experience a real like cul-de-sac Halloween. And be there to give candy to the kids and all that. I would love that. Just once. Because naturally, I love Halloween. I love spooky shit. What can I say? I mean, hell, I'd be happy to chaperone some kids on their trick-or-treating if no one else is taking them. Do you, though? Hello, Chase. Shit. Okay, there we go. All right, I think we're reaching the point where we can actually color in our space kook here. And our Velma. Right, let's get a background color in. Boom. How long have I been going? About an hour and a half. Okay. Do I have any Halloween traditions? Mostly I just get together with friends and watch spooky movies. Or I do it by myself. I would absolutely love to go to Halloween parties more often, but not a lot of people my age throw those. So, there's that. Let's see here. Oops. Not what I wanted. God damn it, I keep writing white. Why? Stop. There we go. Okay, then. Back a smidge, back. Yeah. Let's use her original colors here. But first... let's go real classic. Let's use some black shading. Actually, let's see if we even shade this one. It might be more powerful with flat colors. All right. Then let's give the glasses some... Look at my girl. There she is. Let's get some freckles in there too. It ain't Velma without some freckles. Okay then. What? She's cute. Velma has always been pretty top tier cute. Yeah, it's fine. Alrighty. Let's get that skirt colored in. Boom. 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 All right. Felt a bit of a scrape there. I can't tell if my screen is dirty or if my pen nub needs to be changed. Possibly a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. There she is, the Queen of Brainiacs. Well, she still needs a little bit of work here. All right then. Get some skin color in there. Oh, shit. What happened here? Oh, okay. I see a little bit of... So we have a bit of line art that got away here. There we go. Oh, cool. I'll listen to it later. Thank you. Now, we're not going all black on the freckles. That shit sucks. It's not much, but they're there. I like to think so. Just gotta give it a little more. There she is! She definitely looks a little different from last time I drew her. Because this drawing is like 4 years old, I think. 3, maybe. Alright, that's her base color. Let's get the space cook involved. Oh shit. Screwed up my line art up here. Didn't even notice until now. Yeah, that is one of the disadvantages of working with vector layers. It'll occasionally do this when you try to combine them. It'll remember where you erased something earlier and it'll be like, oh, you still want that erased part? I'm like, no, you dick. Stop. I could solve that by rasterizing the layers first, but then I wouldn't be able to resize. So I'd rather spend a minute or two just touching this up. Okay, let's get some more black in here. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. All right. I'll probably darken his outfit a bit. We'll see in a moment how it looks. Again, I'm not gonna pretend. If this guy jumped me in the middle of the night, I would absolutely poop myself. All over the damn place. And I dare say you couldn't blame me. Okay, now I gotta do a little bit of reference searching. See if I can't find a good background. Whoops. For some good bush colors. This might work. Oh shit, goddamn. Whoever came up with the .webp file extension, let's meet up. I'll bring a baseball bat. I just want to talk. All right, this is looking good. That is true. Or at least, I don't think I can play the ones I want in jail. That would suck. All right, you convinced me. WebP guy or lady, you get to live another day. For now. Just gonna try a thing here. Why? Why are you doing that? Stop. Oh, I see. Shit. Okay. That kind of sucks. Okay, we'll do something else. And then... oh, that's strength. Here's the angle. Yeah, let's see if we can make him a little spookier than he'd be normally. No, shit, I had it. Come on. I actually like this. This is a little scarier. At least I think so. Do I plan on making any more Usagi comics? I guess you're talking about Funny Man, which I never fucking finished. I mean, part of me wants to. I actually still want to tell that story, but that was one of those. That was one of those confidence issue things I've talked about before, where it's just like I don't have the ability to make this as good as I want it to be, and I don't want to sully. I don't want to sully Usagi with my crap, which is a stupid way to think, by the way. Don't do that to yourself. Maybe some shorter, way shorter ones. I don't know, man. That is true. That is very true. Alright, I'm gonna have to give it at least a little bit of shading. I am gonna darken his outfit, because it's sticking out a little too much right now. So we're gonna saturate it some more. Oh, hell yeah. And then we're gonna turn down the bright. Oh my god. Look at that. That helped like a lot, actually. Alright, Velma, I'm gonna need you to step out. There we go. Oh, right. Hold on. I gotta turn these off to make things a little easier for myself. There we go. I really, really do like the story I had in mind for Funny Man. It's just that I reached the point where every time I picked up a pencil to do the next page, I was just like, no, it won't look right. It'll be crap. But maybe I should get back to that. I did actually make another horror comic last year that I completely forgot to upload anywhere. So maybe I should do that sometime this Halloween, actually. I did start translating it into English, and then I just forgot all about it. So if people want to see that, you know, let me know. It's definitely one of my more gruesome yet. At least in terms of the final page, where I'm like, damn. I made that? Alright, I will. I really need to get to work in general. Like, I have a lot of plans for Halloween, especially since my output has been so lacking this year. Nope, that doesn't work. We'll do it like... Stop. Like this. Sir Rambler Raccoon RDA, great stuff. Indigo Park play. Oh, thank you. I'm glad someone watched the Indigo Park playthrough. I will die on this hill, man. I am a diehard mascot horror fan. I love that shit. I just love to see what kind of character. It's the same reason I love slasher movies, you know? Like, I want to see what characters people come up with for it, because it's usually at least visually interesting. And I like trying to figure out, okay, how did they come up with this part? You know, like, what inspired this particular look? Why is this what they went for? And sometimes the answer is, honest to God, just, it looked cool, and that's enough, but I get curious. Maybe that should be a future art video, like, let's design a mascot horror game. Actually, I have been wanting to get into making horror games, but I definitely wouldn't start with first-person 3D. God knows I couldn't pull that off. Oh, Indigo Park is a damn good example of it. Like, clearly a lot of love went into it, and a lot of thought. So I'm excited to see where it's going. Also, Rambley's just a great character, so there's that. That helps. Yeah, we are going to shade the whole thing. See if we can make it a little more punchy that way. I might have to... Oh shit, I forgot to color that in. Alright. I might have to adjust the coloring on this shading too while I'm at it. We enjoying how this looks so far? I think we're gonna end up with something pretty badass here. No, I didn't grow up with Mega Man. My first consoles were a PS1 and a Game Boy. And I didn't even know what Mega Man was until, like, adulthood, I think. Or at least when I was a big Yeah, I was an older teenager, because I was playing Mega Man Zero on emulators. So I played them on emulators, bought a couple collections on Switch later. The thing is, I'm terrible at them. I don't think I've ever actually sat down to beat a Mega Man game legitimately. Because, like, I didn't grow up with that era of video games, so I'm not great at them, first and foremost. But I do love the franchise, like, aesthetically speaking. I love the Robot Masters. I love the thought process that goes into them. I guess I have a weakness for, like, things that have a strong character design philosophy that they can do a lot of stuff with. Hence why I like stuff like Ninja Turtles and other such franchises, where a lot of it hinges on, okay, we have a core idea, and that core idea allows us to create a lot of very distinct characters. And that's what Sonic does. That's what Mega Man does. Like, we found a great designs template that allows us to do a lot of cool shit. I really want to eventually play the Battle Network games, because I actually really like the idea and I like the battle system. But every time I try to play the first one, I get to, and I know this is an optional battle, so it's stupid, but I get to Sharkman, and clearly you're supposed to come back to that later, because he's super tough right when he's unlocked. But I keep getting super persistent, and like, I want to beat him now, and then I get mad, and then I don't play it. And it's dumb. It's really dumb. Look at him. He is scary. Ooga goddamn booga. Okay, so why won't it... Hold on. Why will it not... Huh? What's happening right now? Alright, I'll do it the old-fashioned way then. Don't know why the paint bucket suddenly wouldn't work. Oh, I know. I know why. I'm stupid. There we go. Mm-hmm. Let's darken the shading color a little bit to make it more dramatic. A little too dramatic, but... And now we do something else. A little wild, but it'll work, I'm pretty sure. Just a bit of reflection from the red light here. Then let's make this real dramatic. I don't know about you guys, but I think this looks great so far. There's definitely some Ralph Wiggum-esque I'm in danger energy to this. Come on. Having some real trouble following that curve for some reason. Jeez. Look how just a little bit of that just elevates the whole thing and makes it considerably creepier. It ain't much, but it helps. You really can't do a lot with very, very little. I am quite loving this. I'm going to try something real quick. I don't know if this will actually work, but I'm going to try. In fact, there's a very high chance this won't work at all and just looks stupid, but I'm gonna try to remove the outline for the skull part. Well, remove it first and then try something else, but do this. I just want to see if I can make him look a little more inhuman this way. This might be overkill, but I feel like it's worth a shot to see where it ends up. Yeah, that ain't working. Alright, we'll remove it. Was worth a shot. Alright, then Velma needs some shading now. There it is. Ah, crap. Maybe if I remember to do it on the correct layer, it won't look like shit. There we go. Won't look like shit? Then it would have to be drawn by someone else. Oh! crap. All right. Jinkies. This is going pretty well, I think. Okay. Let's just that up there. Yep. Come on. The hell am I listening to? Oh, okay, a band called Murder Dolls. That explains everything. Yeah, I'm listening to a song called Love at First Fright, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh, actually, I fucked that up. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's maybe with the hair turn this down a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Sorry, I'm falling quiet. I'm just working here. Just vibing and drawing my girl. I'm neither of those things, but thank you very much. Well, I am silly. We can agree on that much. That's something I'm almost decent at, so that works. Nope. Genuinely impossible for that to be true. Nuh-uh. That's gonna be a nope, Chief. Nope. Have I ever watched Samurai Pizza Cats? Only an episode or two, and I did find it hilarious, but I've never sat down and like watched a bunch of it. I've seen a bunch of out of context clips, and it's almost always hysterical. Like, that is some expert gag dubbing right there. You are reminding me, speaking of anime and stuff, that I should watch the new Ranma 1/2 anime that just dropped today. I might watch a couple episodes later. I never watched much of the original because it never aired in Denmark. I did read the manga though. Although, I'm sure whatever new theme song they have is good. It'll never beat the charm of the one from the 80s anime. Or 90s, I guess. Yapapa, yapapa, ishanten. Like, it's so freaking good. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. The only thing I've seen with Urusei Yatsura is I have the second movie, Beautiful Dreamer, on DVD. And I have no fucking idea what it's about. I watched it once, and, you know, not knowing the series, I was very confused. And then I read about it afterwards, and it was like, this movie is absolutely nothing like the rest of the series, has a completely different tone. And I was like, oh, well. Sucks for me, I guess. I did like it, mind you. I just didn't really understand a goddamn word of it. Where did... Hold on. What? Oh, here we go. I'm sure it was. I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't remember any of it if you ask me now, like, at all. But I do still have it, so I could watch it again at any point, but I guess I should actually watch some of the series, whether the old one or the new one first. For as much as I like Rumiko Takahashi's style from Ranma, I've actually seen very, very little of her other work. I watched, like... This was back when I was first getting into anime at all. I watched a couple episodes of Inuyasha, and it's not even that I wasn't interested, I just think that, like, it was kind of hard to find any of it. Because I remember never really getting around to watching more. And I know she has, what's it called? Mermaid? Melody? Something Mermaid? Fuck. I know she has more than those two things, is what I'm trying to say. 3 things, I suppose. Mermaid Melody. Well, I'm sure it looks cute, but from what I hear, it's a lot more fucked up than most of Rumiko's work. Which is actually why I'm curious about it. I could be wrong and mixing it up with something else, though. Fire Tripper. Wow, okay. Never heard of that one. But then I was never an expert on Rumiko Takahashi's work. Oh shit! I did it again! I keep accidentally doing this on layers I shouldn't. God damn it. I'm a little bit of a sub purist myself, but that's mostly because I like seeing things the way they were intended, more than because I think dubs are necessarily bad. There are obviously, what am I looking for? Exceptions, though. Like, I've only ever watched Yu Yu Hakusho as a dub, and I have absolutely no intention of ever watching it in Japanese, because the dub is just too perfect. I mean, Kuwabara took a little getting used to, but once I did, I couldn't imagine a different voice at all, if I tried. I don't know what Big O is, or at least I haven't seen it. I might know it if you describe it. Title feels familiar. But yeah, no, Yu Yu Hakusho is fantastic as a dub. Love everything about it. And again, once I got used to Kuwabara, there's just no going back, man. That voice is so bizarre. Nobody would ever talk like that, but it fits him so well. Urameshi! You know? Like, don't you dare die on me! Let's keep things with a blue sheen here. What? No, I don't think you did. That sounds amazing. See, now this is what I mean. Now if I want to, I can move Velma around a little. If I feel like... Hi, guys! If I feel like she's in the wrong spot or something. That's why I do that stuff. Or I can do it with Space Kook, for that matter. Like, I can resize and move him around a bit. Like, make him even bigger, take up even more of the... Actually, I think I'm gonna do that. I mean, look at this. Oh boy, poor Velma. She is in for a rude awakening. Rapture by Morbid Angel. Alright, hold on. Let me go listen to it. I'm almost done with this picture anyway. Morbid Angel Rapture. Okay. Let me just go find it real quick. Let's listen. You won't be able to hear it, but I will, so... Well, you're not wrong. That's great. Oh my god. I don't know why my program insists on starting out with fucking symbol for the font, but okay. The song was in Night of the Demons. Oh, is it? It's been a while since I watched Night of the Demons. Oh, Night of the Demons 2. I don't think I ever saw the second one. I remember the first one as being completely fucking bonkers. But it has been a hot goddamn minute. You know what? I think I'm done with this one. How do we like it? It's very silly, and I'm very happy with how silly it is. I think the world need a little silly spooky right now. Ow! Fuck, my... Oh, God damn it. My arm is still acting up every now and then. Thank God I'm getting an X-ray on Thursday. I would love for my arms to be functional again. Alright. I'm gonna call it done here. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in another one. How long did we spend on this? 2.5 hours? Is that all? A little over that. I thought for sure I'd spend more time on this, but hey. That'll do it. Thanks for watching. Bye.